Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm finally filming my dubia roach video that I promised you guys. In my introduction to Ophelia, which was my last video on my channel, if you haven't seen my introduction to Ophelia, my new tarantula who I have sitting right here, I will have that link for you in the corner of the screen if you want to go watch that. But in that video, I told you guys that I actually decided to buy some dubia roaches to try and breed for her to eat. Dubia roaches are basically a feeder bug that is really nutritious for animals to eat, and so I decided to pick some up whenever I went to get Ophelia. So prior to buying these dubia roaches, which I have here and I'm going to show you guys, I actually had never bought them before and I never fed them, so I didn't really know what to expect. I also did not realize how big the adults were. I've always seen them as like small little juvies or babies or whatever, and so I thought that that's as big as they got, but boy was I in for a surprise when I went to my local reptile store and I asked them if I could have some adults because I wanted to start breeding them. They gave me about 9 or 10 adults, and most of them are females. I did get one male from them. This was 2 weeks ago, and I was so surprised at how big they were. It was crazy. I really didn't expect them to be as big as they are, and I'm going to show them to you guys. So I wanted to set them up and try and breed them so that I could have plenty of them for Bodhi, Lemon, and also Ophelia to eat. Since now I do have 3 animals that will be able to eat them, I thought it would be a good idea because I'm so sick of crickets. If any of you have ever gotten crickets as feeders, then you probably know that crickets are really smelly, they're annoying, they escape all the time, at least mine do. It's really frustrating. And of course, because they jump and I don't like touching them, typically I'll be in my pet room, and then if I go to try and grab one and it escapes and it's jumping around, then I have to yell for Patrick to come and catch it, and it's just like a whole ordeal. So I was like, I want something a little bit simpler, and so I decided to try these dubias, and so far I really like them. That's a weird thing to say about a feeder, but so far I'm having no issues out of them. They're not escaping, and I actually got this container and put them in here 2 weeks ago. It was like the night that I got them. I just needed to get them in something quick, you know, like short term. And I got this container, and I actually was like, oh, for sure they're gonna escape because this container is not secure, like, at all. Like, this lip right here is basically open. You can like stick your finger under there. So I guess they're not super good at escaping, or at least they haven't escaped out of this at all. And so I've kept them in this, but I really don't think that this is big enough for breeding. So I actually went and I bought this one, which is a lot bigger. There are not holes drilled in the top of this, so I am gonna do that as well. So we're gonna drill some holes in the top of this so that they can breathe, but we are gonna go on and set this up. So I did some research on how to breed dubia roaches, and I also talked to my friends, and they said that basically you just got to get them in like a good tote, something like this, and put some of these egg crates and things in there, which I have this one, and I also have a few more in here I'm going to add in here. We're going to put down some toilet paper, and then also a heat source. So I may have to end up adding like a small heat pad on the side of this, which I can do. I'm going to try it without the heat pad first because I did read that some people have success if their room temperatures are naturally really warm. And because I'm going to keep them in my pet room, they may breed without a heat pad. I don't know. I'm new to this, and obviously if they don't start breeding immediately, I'm not going to like freak out. It's not a big deal. But I do want to try it without the heat source first and see if my pet room is like naturally warm enough, because it does stay pretty warm in my pet room. It's definitely the warmest room in the house, but I mean, that's where all the reptiles are, so that's understandable. So I want to try it without a heat pad first and then see how we do. And then if they're not breeding, you know, then obviously I'll add one in and that will speed it along. But from what I understand, if you have egg crate and they have some vegetables and some fruit, like citrus fruits, and then we'll put down some paper towel, and then we'll put them in here, and then maybe a heat source, they should start breeding. At least I'm hoping. Also, whenever I went and picked these up 2 weeks ago, another thing that they gave me was only one male. I did get one male and like 9 females, I think. I didn't count them, but quite a few females. So my friend said that if I don't have a ratio of like basically like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 with like multiple males and then a lot more females, there may not be any like competitive reason to breed. I've also heard that with tortoises, and I know that I keep giving tortoise references, but it's like the closest thing that I can think of. But sometimes if you have like a male tortoise and a bunch of females, you're not going to get as good of breeding out of them as you would if the male had another male to compete with for the women. Basically, it is well known with some animals that whenever there is male competition, it encourages them to want to fight to breed. And so if you only have one male, it can basically lower that interest, and so they may not have a reason to, and it can actually cause them to not breed at all. So I guess it's the same thing with dubia roaches, at least it's from my understanding. So last night, I actually went back to my reptile store and I picked up 2 more males. So now now I have 3 males and like 9 or 10 females. So I'm hoping that will be some competition for them and maybe they will start breeding. So I'm really hoping. I haven't actually put the new males in with these ones yet because I knew I was going to be filming this video today. So we're going to add them to it today. And right now the males are just chilling in here. So we're gonna go on and we are gonna set this up, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys enjoyed this dubia roach breeding video, feel free to subscribe down below and also the notification bell. It also goes without saying, I've never bred bugs before. I've never bred dubia roaches, so I could be missing something. If you guys are pros at breeding dubias and you want to give me some advice, feel free to leave it in the comments down below and I will read it. But for now, we're just gonna set this up and hope for the best. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, I do have some cork bark in here, which actually is for Ophelia for her new tank setup, which we're also gonna film really soon. So we're gonna set that cork bark over here to the side. I also have this, which I'm not putting in there with the dubias, but I had that in here for storage, so we'll move that out. And then I have some more of this egg carton, which is for the dubias. So this video is probably gonna be pretty quick because I don't think this is too complicated. So basically I'm using some paper towel and I'm just gonna sit some paper towel in here in the bottom. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just gonna sit all the egg carton in here so that they can crawl underneath it and hide. They really love hiding under it. And then I also have some more in here, which we're gonna transfer into this container. All right, I got my tongs ready. I'm not touching these bugs, so if you came here to watch me hold giant roaches, I'm so sorry. I'm not doing that today. So this is the container that I've had them in. They're all hiding. There are some of the small ones. All the big ones stay underneath this big piece, which is so fun. Let's just lift that up and I'll show you. There's probably a bunch of poop under here. There they are. Oh my gosh, they're so big. Don't get out, don't escape. That's what they look like. Most of them are females, and then I do have one male. Oh my gosh, there they are. Oh, they're so big. Yeah, but that's basically what they look like. So that's what they look like. We're gonna transfer them into here, into the big tote, so that they have plenty of room and they can breed or whatnot to their little heart's desire. Yeah, we're just gonna sit this in here and they can all scatter wherever they wanna go. I do have a piece of orange from last night. They love citrus, and so I'm gonna go on and put that in there as well. Since this piece is just from last night, it's not bad or anything, I'm gonna go on and sit that in here. Here's some bell pepper from last night. We'll put it in here. I'm gonna add more, but these pieces aren't bad yet. And then here's a piece of zucchini I had in here from last night, so we'll put that in there. They love to hide. You can see they've all gone underneath the paper towel. Prepare to be shocked. Oh my gosh, there they all are. You see them? Whoop. So I'm not touching them, so we'll just gently dump them, I guess. I don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. Whoop. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, 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 oh. There you go. Yes, that is all of them. Thank goodness. So here we have all the dubias in their new home. Here's a close-up. Oh my gosh, they're so big. Don't touch me. All right, so now that all these are in here, we're gonna go on and we are gonna add the 2 males to hopefully encourage breeding now that the ratio will be up. And the males do have wings, but my friend Tori said that they're clumsy and so they can't really fly. So here's to hoping they can't fly. There's another piece of bell pepper. There you go, little male. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna flop you like that. So all are in there. We have 3 males and a bunch of females. I'm not even exactly sure how many, but they are all in here and I'm hoping that they start breeding. We have their fruits and veggies in here. I've got bell pepper, zucchini, and some orange. So that's the fruit and veggies that I have in here right now. I do swap it out about every day or two. I'll give them fresh. This piece of orange is just from last night, so they still have a little bit to go on there. I'm sure it'll be gone soon, but we will definitely be adding some more. I'm editing the video right now and this one came up and started eating on the zucchini, so I thought that I would show you guys that. She's really going at it, so I guess the zucchini is a hit. I need to drill holes in the top of this. I do have to drill holes in the top of this, so I'm gonna do that and I may be able to show you guys what that looks like after I do it. Patrick will probably have to do it actually with his drill. He'll probably just drill some holes. That's a good hole though. That's perfect. Can you do lines? All right, I think that's good. We got holes in a circle, or I guess a square all the way around. I don't even. that we may have to add a heat pad to give them a heat source so that they actually like properly breed, because they may need that heat to get them like in the breeding mode. So we'll see. I may give them a little bit of time without the heat pad just in the pet room, like I said, and then I may have to add one. And then if I do, I'll probably just add a small one on the side here just to keep them warmer than room temperature. But who knows? They may breed without one, which would be amazing because I really would love to not put a heat pad on here. But if I don't see some breeding start happening, then we'll have to. And then I also read that you can kind of control their numbers by removing the heat pad if you want them to stop breeding. And then if you want them to start breeding a lot more, you can put the heat pad back. So we will see. Sleeping good. But yeah, that is my new dubia roach breeding setup. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really easy. I hope I did everything right. If I didn't, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments down below. But from everything I researched, this should be a good setup for them to start breeding. I hope that they do. I really do want them to breed so that I don't have to like buy more of them. And I also am so sick of crickets, guys. I'm so sick of them. They jump, they smell, I'm over it, and they die so fast. I'm just like over crickets. So these actually have a pretty long lifespan, and I actually haven't had one die since I got them, which is crazy. So with crickets, I would have already lost like 20 by now out of the 30 I usually buy. So I'm really hoping that they breed and then my animals will be able to eat them and all will be well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, stay tuned because we will be moving Ophelia into her new tank, and in that video I'm going to be addressing a lot of the concerns you guys had, minor concerns, on the last video. A lot of you guys were curious about Ophelia's new setup because while it is a terrestrial 5-gallon tank, which would be perfect for her, it does have a wire mesh lid on it. And so what I'm going to actually do is I've got to get basically like a piece of plastic of some sort, and I'm going to zip tie it in the inside to the top because a lot of you guys were concerned that her legs may get stuck in the grating on the metal enclosure, and I didn't even think about that. So thank you so much to everyone who commented that on that video. We will definitely be addressing that whenever we do her enclosure setup. And then also, some of you guys were concerned about the depth of the substrate in here that she came with, but I told you guys she's going to be getting a new setup and it's going to have EcoWorth. We will be doing that very soon. If you don't want to miss that video, feel free to subscribe down below so you don't miss it. That's going to be exciting. It'll be the first time I've moved her like out of the enclosure since I got her, so we'll be filming that probably this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Be kind. Bye.